Well, hi there, and welcome back to Prison Architect. It's been a while since we were here, but it looks like the prisoners are still about to arrive in 18 minutes, and we still don't have any cells or a warden, so I think we'd best get cracking. The showers are still being installed, and they're still putting the fencing around the yard. They're working well though, and the guards are ready and waiting for them. They are going to be here in just 10 minutes. So do we have a working office yet? Very nearly. 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. And here they come. I think we heard a load of doors slam, did we? Feed all the prisoners, so hopefully the cooks are going to start cooking up their food. These gates are now shut, which is good. It means prisoners can't get out. As is that one, which means that... Yep. It's going to insist on being behind that. So, there we go. The locked doors these workmen can't get through, they need these guards. And here are our prisoners. All looking suitably miserable. And they've got all these needs that you can't work out yet, but you can click on them. So this is Simon Howell. 3 years for assault. Shocking. And burglary. What's he done? Scene. Sean. Bad luck Fagan. Aggravated vehicle theft. Accused of homicide at age 5. Wonderful. Paul Hawkins, death by dangerous driving. Blah blah blah. There's lots and lots of things you can look up about them. You can see you can click things to do things. You can search them for contraband, that sort of thing. You can click on their experience, what they've been doing in the prison recently, and you can click on grading. This is how much punishment, how much time you spent reforming them, under what sort of security they've been, how healthy they are. You know, how the people are judging how you are doing, basically. So the guards are taking them all off to the holding cells, because we don't have any of these built yet, we don't have the showers installed yet, and these guys can't actually even get in and out, because the guards are all with the prisoners. So, really quickly, have we got our warden yet? Have we got an office yet? We do have an office, so I can hire a warden. There we go. Right, that unlocks the bureaucracy menu, which means we can research things. And because we're being told to, I'm going to unlock a accountant through finance. It's going to take 5 hours for him to research that. He could stand there in the dark researching that. Let's go back into utilities and see why none of these are connected up. They will be soon. That's fine. Okay, so we are getting somewhere with that. Are we going to be putting any electrical cables in up here? I've not asked them to do that yet. And now I have. How much money do I have? Quite a bit still. So let's get these cells built. What I'm actually going to do is put all the objects in for the room first, because I know I've forgotten actually. Rooms. Cell requires a bed and a toilet. So what I'm going to actually do is put in a load of beds and toilets first. He's having a shower because it is free time. In free time they can do what they want. So those guys have gone into the yard. Middle mouse button to rotate things. Click, click, click. So free time, they've all gone out into the yard to exercise and stuff. That guy went and had a shower, which is great. Let's get the toilets in here as well. Just make these all fairly basic just for now. There we go. And now we can put some rooms in. We can put some walls in, which are here. And And then we shall have 7 cells, which will be for most of them. And just like that. And I'll wait to put the doors in until everything else is in so they don't get stuck behind locked doors. You can see now it's lock up, they've got to go back in there. Now, prisoner intake, you can see in another 20 hours we're going to get another 8 prisoners. That would be bad, we would soon be overflowing with prisoners. So what I can do is go into this set of tabs and go into prisoners. You can see I'm open to normal prisoners. Now I'm closed to normal prisoners. So I'm not going to get any more. That means I'm not going to get much more money, which will be a problem. But I need to just while I get all of this stuff working. To start with. Right. And I'm having a moment where I can't remember how to close the reports. There we go. So the guards are guarding, they are working, he's still not got any lights in his office, but I don't care. You can see you sort of get this fog thing where we can't see what's going on anywhere. And none of these toilets are connected, because we need more small pipes everywhere. Just like that. Okay. So we have our first bit of the wing set up. Right, let's go back into our reports. Now that we have a warden, we can control the regime. The regime determines what they're doing, so from midnight till 6, they're allowed to, from 11 till 6 they can sleep, shower, free time, lock up, things like that. What I'm going to do is increase the amount of free time. Because in free time they will sort of look after doing whatever it is that they want to do to make themselves happier, and happy prisoners are prisoners who aren't stabbing guards, as I keep saying. So you can set them to lock up, go to bed, eat, take a shower, morning shower, go out into the yard, free time, or work. We will have them working later on. So now it's time to eat, so with a bit of luck they are all going to walk straight through the canteen because I have no idea why that door is wide open. Shouldn't that be a staff door? It's just a normal door. Okay, so they're all going to walk straight through the kitchen into the canteen and get their food. But that's fine, I don't really care. Right, how are they getting on with all these pipes and stuff? Not too badly, not too badly. Have they got this stuff in yet? They have not connected up the lighting in there. But all our prisoners are now having their meals. So Tim Russell, 4 years for violent disorder. You can see all the things he's been doing now. He's in a bad mood for some reason. Perhaps because he's hungry. Perhaps he's feeling better now, I hope so. He's in a really bad mood. And he's in an extremely bad mood. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we're getting on with unlocking finance. Now one thing which I do know we will need, which is what I left this side for, is a staff room. So let's build a staff room over here. That will come under rooms, and where is the staff room? It's here. Requires a wide sofa and a drinks machine. Okay, so they are objects. Here is a wide sofa. Let's put a couple of those in just along the wall. That'll keep them happy, and obviously everyone needs a drinks machine. Those will just have a couple along there. I don't know, let's give them a pool table. Because I'm sure my staff love to play pool. Who doesn't? TV, I think most of the stuff has absolutely no effect whatsoever on them. Now the other thing that I do want to do is to get this wing built, because I want this to be a common room with things like televisions in. In fact, I can put a television in everyone's room. I believe they will actually use them. So let's go really exorbitant and do exactly that. I guess it's that way around. This is very much an alpha game, so I'm not sure they all use everything yet. Okay, foundations. Let's build out the rest of this wing. Oh. There are now 2 different types of building, are there? Okay. Yep, so just build that out like that. Please work men. They'll probably have lots of trouble going through, and those guys can't get into there. What sort of things do they want? They want sleep, he wants a shower. That's pretty much what's making them miserable. I imagine because they're all sleeping together, they ain't sleeping well. But once these TVs are in, then I can put doors on. I'm so good to my prisoners, aren't I? Then they'll be happier. That is going to require an entrance, apparently. Oh dear. I shall just put a door. Where shall I put a door? I can just put a silly jail door on the outside and then fence it in afterwards. Okay. So those guys have been here for about a day. I've unlocked finance through bureaucracy. So now I can do other things, get land expansion and extra grants, so I can accept 3, take a bank loan, reduce tax rate, blah blah blah. So I'll just get her doing something even though I don't have her yet. I have to hire an accountant. Click. There we go, I have an accountant. I have completed that grant. I've completed all the grants. I've got an exhausted staff member, but there is a staff room now, which still has absolutely no light on it, because I missed a bit of cable out. Makes sense, he's the tired guy, a guard. Okay, so we can accept some more grants now. So cell block A, raise your prisoner capacity to 15. Health and well-being, build a medical ward. So, I guess we're taking those 2. So that's sort of what I'm doing by trying to open this area out. This can take 7. This will take another 7. And by my calculations, that will be 1 too few. Well, that means I'm going to have to open up this bottom bit, which will be a right pain. Close that. I also need to think about building a medical ward somewhere. My, this game is noisy in my ear. I'll be turning the sound down for you watching it on YouTube. So here's loads of supplies coming in. Right, we need to get these cells built. Okay, cell doors are in objects. So we want jail doors on each of these. I haven't built a solitary room either. There's a bit of wall missing there still. There we go. And can I have a materials brick wall in there, please? So when I've done that, I can now also say that these are cells. The only problem with them are they are not enclosed because the doors aren't installed. But the second that they are installed, we will have cells. Fantastic. Right, now the only other thing we really need to think about, I think, is now is a good time to think about actually building a fence going all the way around the building. I'm actually going to start work on that, even though it's going to be a right pain, unfortunately. One other thing I could do... Yeah, now, if prisoners do something incredibly stupid, they need to be taken to a solitary cell, which is basically a room behind a solitary door. That is a solitary door, 500. And that, I believe, makes a solitary cell. It only needs to be Yeah, 1 by 1 actually. Just like that. So if there is a problem, they will be behind that. So I think we are getting somewhere. I will just start to build a fence just by building it down. Actually, what I might do is build one all the way across here. Whoa, that's a lot of fence. It is free, but it's going to take me a lot of time with workers. I'm getting more money in than money out, so I'm going to hire some more workmen. I've got 12, 13's an unlucky number, let's have 15, and probably another guard. Just to cover the space, and because these guys are going to want to be walking in and out all the time. There needs to be a guy manning that. So, are these guys yet being taken in? No, because these doors are not on. The doors are now going on. That is brilliant, although I think the solitary door is going on first. Great job, workman. He's had his shower, hopefully he's a bit happier. Doors please, yep. The one without the wall, there we go. So that should now be a working cell. So now, probably Warden will grab a guy and assign him to that room. What is it, free time? So I think we are starting to get somewhere. The first cell block is half built, the other half is actually built as well. There's just no electricity in it, and guys can't get in and out without a guard walking all the way around. It is a bit of a mess at the minute, but we can sort that out. But it is getting somewhere. We now have prisoners who are going for their lunch. So I think this is a good time to finish off episode 3. For next time we're going to have to expand our cell block out to finish cell block A and start thinking about hiring doctors for when the inevitable problems start happening. So I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and thank you very much for watching it. And I very much hope to see you next time. Goodbye.